Hi and welcome. This is the Exposure Show brought to you by SoundForLife online TV. I'm your host for the show. My name is Wanjira Wa Maina. Here we bring you guests, people who have different initiatives working with community with an agenda to empower them. Today's show, we are bringing you a guest from Kakuma who has a project called Vijana Twaweza. Without further ado, let's usher him in. Welcome.
Okay, thank you, Maina. I'm Dieu Merci, Luudo. I'm Congolese and I work for Vijana Twaweza Club as the chairman.
Thank you, Dieu, for that introduction. Maybe you can tell us about your intervention. What do you do for the community?
Yeah, okay, thank you. Vijana Twaweza is a group of refugees which include refugees from different nations. We have some members from South Sudan, Congolese, Burundian, and we are doing fish farming. We also do cricket farming, crops production, ducks farming, all of this to increase food availability in Kakuma Refugee Camp.
That is such an amazing project that you have. Maybe just to get to know more about what you do, what made you start this intervention and when did you start?
Yeah, thank you. You know, we are in Kakuma Refugee Camp, and Kakuma is among the poorest poorest county in Kenya. And you know, refugees in Kakuma are depending on this small amount of food they receive from the World Food Program. But most of the time we are experiencing the shortage of budget, so the World Food Program cannot assist, in a good amount of food to the refugees. So we found there is gap in consumption here in Kakuma Refugee Camp, and people are consuming fish which come from the Lake Turkana, away from Kakuma Refugee Camp. Sometimes they reach the camp in a very bad condition. So we try to think, how can we come with an initiative or with an idea which can be able to produce sufficient foods here in Kakuma Refugee Camp and provide to the community around. So I identified the problem of hunger in Kakuma Refugee Camp, and that's why we started this project of fish farming. Why fish farming? Because it's a system which can generate income a bit easy and quickly, and also can empower many people around Kakuma. Yeah.
Okay, this is very interesting, and I think also for the audience, maybe they have some few questions for you in terms of how many fish do you have in the fish pod? Is it something that one can be able to estimate? And in terms of the harvesting, have you guys started the harvesting, or when you do the harvesting, whom do you sell the fish to, or how does it reach the community?
Okay, thank you. First of all, I want to mention that for the moment, we are only depending with one fish pond. It's measured 24 meters by 7, and in this fish pond we stock tilapia, and at the beginning we put 1,000 tilapia, but you know they keep producing. So there was also challenge when fish are congested in the pond. First of all, they will not grow. So what we do, we introduce some catfish inside. These catfish, they are playing the role to eliminate those new fish which are born in the pond. So actually, we can get roughly 1,500 tilapia inside the pond. But also with the time we are trying to create some partnership with humanitarian organizations such as the World Food Program itself, and also the GRS, Jesuit Refugee Service, for us to grow or to expand the project that we have right now. So for the moment, we are planning to increase some fish pond in order to maximize the productivity. And also we are constructing a small kiosk in Hong Kong market, and this partnership we get, we made the partnership with the DCA, Dan Church Aid. So they are constructing for us this small shop where we will bring our fish to the market. But for the moment, fish are available. We have members. We can assign some members from our group to go to the market for selling the fish.
Yeah, so where is the location of your intervention? Where can people find you if they want fish or if they want to come learn from you guys?
Yeah, so based on the partnership that we have with JRS, we are operating in the JRS Center 2 in Hong Kong, in Kakuma near the police station in Hong Kong. But also we have access to any other center in the JRS to do our activities. But as the JRS Center, it is a school for special needs children, we can't do any business inside the compound. That's why I was saying we have a kiosk, which is it has been installed by the Dan Church Aid. So this will be the very good place for us to sell our fish. So we have at least the kiosk, and it is located in the Hong Kong market. Yeah.
Amazing. So now moving forward to the next question is that, you know, for most people, even people outside Kakuma who would be interested in learning fish farming, what are the challenges that comes with fish farming? Because, you know, most people, I think since I came here for the past 5 years, you are the first people I have had who have a fish pond in Kakuma, because this is an area where, one, there is no water in terms of fish. People are only used to getting fish from Lake Turkana. So what are the challenges that you guys are facing, and probably how are you tackling the challenges? You can talk about 2 challenges.
Yeah, thank you. What I can say for the moment, the challenge that we are having is the lack of resources. You know, fish farming is fish farming. For you to succeed in this project or to reach many people, you know, because with this only one fish pond that we have currently, we can't afford to provide fish to the whole Kakuma Refugee Camp, while our idea is to see how we can provide fish to the whole Kakuma Refugee Camp and even to Kalbeye. So we have some challenges of resources, and that's why I said before we are trying to create some partnership for us to learn, for us to be able even to manage or to get resources for us to continue the projects. And the other challenge that we are facing, it's something which is much concerning the government. We don't have some legal documents which the group need to have in order to operate well the activities. And even some members, you know, right now one of your members can be invited to go maybe in Uganda for a training on fish farming, can be invited to Tanzania, but we found some of the members, those members, they don't have they lack the refugee status, which can assist them to go outside the camp. So those are challenges that you are facing, including even those small challenges like to feed the fish, we need food and others. Yeah.
On the challenges that you guys have faced, you've talked about documentation that normally hinders people to travel, but there are people who do not understand what are the documentation that refugees or asylum seekers are given. Probably you can take us through that.
Yeah, thank you. I think all refugees, when we arrive in the camp, we receive the proof of registration that the document each refugee household gets from UNHCR. And after that, you will have to be called for different eligibility for you to be accepted as a refugee, except people from South Sudan. But the rest of nationality, when you reach here, you'll be like you are an asylum seeker, and the government will need to know the reason that made you to flee from your country to the Kenya. So that document, we call it ID, and when many refugees don't have this ID in the group, like such as the one of Vijana Twaweza, we face so many challenges. Yeah.
Okay, and then now moving to almost the last question of this interview is, for people who would want to see your work, how you are progressing, do you have any online visibility? Are you on social media? If yes, what are your handles?
Yeah, thank you. Currently we have Facebook page where we upload all our activities that we are doing, named Vijana Twaweza Club, but also we are active on LinkedIn, also with the same name, Vijana Twaweza Club.
Thank you for that. In case there is anyone who would want to support your initiative and what you do, how can they reach you? Do you have an email address, telephone number, and probably the kind of support that you would want from the people who are going to watch this interview?
Yeah, thank you. First of all, we have our email address. Yeah, so it's just vijanatwaweza@gmail.com. But we need any kind of support, as you mentioned. We need like training for the members. You know, when you are doing fish farming, you need to have some basic training on how to handle fish, on how to keep them, on how to control water in the ponds. You know, there is a lot of skills that people are missing for you to start this project. Like when I started at the beginning, it was a bit challenging because I didn't have those skills. But now I'm learning through the process of fish farming that we are doing. But also I get chance to visit some fish farmers sites outside Kakuma Refugee camp. Yeah.
Thank you, Dieu, for coming over. Thank you for coming to our studio. What you are doing with the community is amazing. Able to learn 1, 2, 3 things about fish farming. Keep up the good work. Coming to you, our audience, we've heard from Dieu, who is a fish farmer, together with a group of other young men and women from Kakuma 1 doing fish farming. So we will continue bringing you more people that have different community initiatives, working in community and supporting community. Community work is togetherness, and we will only move forward if we work together. From us, the SoundForLife team, thank you very much for watching this video. See you on the next one.